Hey y'all, it's Shelly Moth. Welcome back to another Mask Monday. Today I've got 3 green ghouls to show you, and they're my favorite kind of masks that are just masks. Let's check them out. Alright, so as I said, this special weird edition where I just grabbed 3 green ghouls to look at. They're 3 of my favorite masks that we have here, and they're all sculpted by Justin Mabry. Let's take a look at the classic Shock Monster. Okay, so this is the Shock Monster, also known as the Horror Zombie. This mask was originally produced by Topstone, and it's one of the most famous monster designs of all time. There have been a lot of different masks that have come out based on that illustration, and you would order the mask in the catalog, you would look at a drawing of it, and then you'd order the mask and you'd get it, and it wouldn't really look anything like the drawing. But it's still one of the most famous monster designs of all time, and probably the most popular of all the Topstone masks. A bunch of people have done their version of the Shock Monster. Justin's is my favorite. Even he's done a few different versions of it, but this just classic Shock Monster, this is my favorite of all of them. You have that jutting jaw with those big nasty teeth and his bulging eye and like the nasty slashes in his cheeks. And then also the back even has this awesome, great, wrinkly, ripply texture with bumps and moles and all kinds of gross stuff. His ears are really cool. He has one big nasty zombie ear and one shriveled up cauliflower ear. The paint job on this is a pale pink with some brown highlights and stuff like that. And the mouth, just classic red, nasty kind of maroon lips. But so that's a classic mask that Justin kind of did his take on, and let's take a look at one of his completely original masks. Okay, so this is the Everett mask. Justin sculpted this. It's definitely supposed to be reminiscent of a lot of kind of no-eyed, droopy zombie masks. The Vern Langdon zombie in particular comes to mind, especially with the color scheme with just the green on black with the kind of crazy white hair. But it's definitely its own cool mask in its own right, and it's named Everett after Bill Everett, and it just has a really cool almost mossy swamp thing texture to it. It's very smooth and clean, but the wrinkles all kind of go down, and that's a big thing that sets it apart from the Vern Langdon zombie. Is the Vern Langdon zombie is very lumpy, whereas this one has these big wrinkles, emaciated zombie wrinkles going all throughout. But one thing, sculpture-wise, it does look a lot like the Langdon zombie. Are the eyelids have kind of that kind of noodly, lots of wrinkles look. But again, it's a kind of a more realistic version, and also the upturned nose, kind of Phantom of the Opera-y. Just a really cool mask, and all the ones that I've seen from Tots look really awesome as far as the paint job goes. It looks to me like they probably do a black base and then stipple green on there and then stipple yellow on top. It doesn't look like it's a rub out. I would love to paint my own version one day. I think I would do it almost like a light brown, like a kind of a classic Savini looking zombie mask. With this sculpt, I think could come out really cool. There is one that I did. I took all the hair off and I re-haired it like a Vern Langdon zombie, and that was just kind of a really cool mask that I have, but the paint job was perfect. I would never touch it. But yeah, that's the Everett zombie from Justin Mabry, and let's look at one more sculpt from him, but it's based on the illustration from Chris Gleason. Okay, so this is the Craig Gleason Ghoul mask. Justin Mabry sculpted this one, and it's based off the most famous character that Craig Gleason's probably released for his Bad Guys Club line of illustrations. This guy's just called the Ghoul. He definitely has a Phantom Ghoul kind of vibe to him. I love his crazy pointy bat ears. And then he looks kind of phantomy, just the overall shape of his head, and then his nose and everything. But then his nose is all decayed off, so he has this huge kind of gaping, nasty zombie nose. The details and wrinkles, just the overall shape, the primary forms of this are awesome. And then of course you have these yellow on top of the mask type of veins going. It kind of reminds me of a really classic kind of monster mask with veins on top almost. And one of my favorite things is there's a lot of different green colors, and then in these boils there's a darker kind of aqua green. It's again, it's not just one green color. There's probably 3 different shades of green, and it looks like they do the rub out technique on this one. And then also the red eyes and red teeth, it's just very poppy. It works really well from across the room or close up. I say it a lot, but just because it's fun, I'd really like to repaint one of these. Craig Gleason, a lot of times when he draws this, he'll color it with more of a like a light blue, kind of aqua purplish look to him, especially like up on top of the head and the ears and stuff. And I think it'd be cool to kind of make a light blue purple version of him. So that's something I might do in the future as well. But incredible sculpt by Justin, and it represents Craig Gleason's work really well. And I hope to see Justin sculpt some more characters from the Bad Guys Club, because I'll get every single one of them. All right, that's going to do it for this week's Mask Monday. Hopefully you enjoyed these 3 green ghouls. They're original masks. Let us know what other just original mask designs you'd like to see us cover. Like, share, subscribe, and visit us at nightmaretoys.com. Happy Mask Monday.